Hi guys, so coming to you with a much better healed neck. Still a little bit funny feeling in my arms and whatnot, but coming along really well. So is the bunker. Thank you to some awesome help that I've had recently over the weekend. And today I just wanted to touch on a topic that didn't require me grabbing a whole bunch of supplies, which is knowing your vet and knowing your pet. So let's talk about you as a human with two legs, and you have your doctor, your primary care physician, and they say, oh, you need back surgery. I've personally had that happen. Do you get a second opinion? You probably do. Not saying that, any vet is wrong or, ill-informed, but I have this book. Oh, that looks backwards. Okay. So it's called Dog Owner's Home Veterinary Handbook by Delbert G. Carlson, DVM, and James M. Griffin, MD. And I have learned so much from it. I refer to it tons of times, as well as the textbooks from LSU that I bought. They're the ones that you buy for veterinary school, but I bought them just because I feel like if you're, going to breed puppies, you should do it responsibly. And, there's just nothing wrong with you go somewhere and a vet's going to say, never say, oh my gosh, it's an emergency, because then they're like, money, money, money. We try to avoid those kind of things. Of course, sometimes it sucks, you may need a C-section and it's a Saturday or a Sunday, and that really, really sucks. So anyway, but we can't plan for when those things are going to happen, but we can be prepared. And we've tried, since relocating, we've tried several different vets, I think 5 or 6 in Searcy, that we really, really like. And we've just learned so much from them, different information. But you're the one that is there 24/7, 365 with your baby. You know your pet, you know their symptoms, and not to be gross, I always say that and then I'm gross. But, their stool is the first indicative thing of anything going wrong. So always, check your puppy's stool. That's very important. And also, just observation, you know your baby, when they're acting lethargic, when they're not drinking as much as they should, when they're restless or can't get comfortable or just kind of cranky. And so, yes, you want to know your vet and you want to know your pets. I could say so much more on this topic, but I'm going to try to keep it short. So that's that. And if you want to know, again, I'm sorry, this is backwards, but I highly recommend this book. And if you want to know how to order the books from LSU, I just know they were the closest veterinary school. So that's where I ordered the textbooks from, and I can get you set up with that. Hard reads, but great reads and great things to know. And honestly, in my personal feelings, they're feelings, they're not universal truths, but in my feelings, I think that if you are going to be a breeder, then you should put in the time and effort to sit down and really dedicate and read these things, because there's so much that, people are like, whatever, I've got a Treelocker Coonhound, for example, and I had a guy tell me, oh, it was like 12 degrees out, and I brought her out, and she treated coon, and da-da-da-da-da, and I put her in the dog box in the back of my truck, and on the way home, she popped out 12 puppies, and they never had a heat lamp, and I'm like, that's wonderful, that's lovely, that's amazing, that's great, but that's not exactly how I function. That's, everyone's personal choice and opinion. Yes, I am a helicopter mommy to our babies, but, where was I going? I lost it. I do that too much. Just oh, and you know, some breeders will say, you know, it really ticked me off the other day. I think it was like a week ago. Someone was like, oh, you know, we're struggling and breeders are struggling, and why are you going to spend, you know, $85 on a head count x-ray? Well, because it's super important. It's like the most important thing. Would you like to lose your mama and every single baby? Because I need to know, first of all, I need to know, personally, I have a need to know her, that, you know, how many puppies I need to birth. I mean, the one, I just had a standard who had 2. What if I was sitting up for 3 days waiting for 12? You know, like she should have had as a standard. That would have been pretty wild. And the main part, the big point here is that every puppy has to come out and every placenta per puppy has to come out. Otherwise, if one placenta or one puppy stays in there, poisons the milk, which poisons the puppies, poisons the mama, total loss. I know I've said this in a previous video, but I had a breeder, well, called herself a breeder, that said, you know, well, that's just a waste of money. You know, she's going to be fine. She'll pop them out just fine. And I was like, oh, heck no. And I didn't unfriend her, you know, as a fellow breeder and everything. I thought that we were bonding pretty well. But I lost a lot of respect for her for saying that. I sure did. And I'm going to go ahead and be bold enough to admit that. So that was the second time she condescended to me. And I was like, nope, I don't think so. You know, if you want to just be all willy-nilly, go for it. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. But don't tell me what to do or condescend to me when I'm being a helicopter mom and being blamed for doing the most for my babies. You know what I mean? So anyway, I didn't mean to get on that negative bunny trail. But yes, there's some very, very, very important things that you need to know about knowing your pet and knowing your vet. Like, you know, vets will, I mean, they'll sell you every different medication and every different diagnosis on earth until they actually arrive upon the one they knew that was needed, that was maybe not as expensive, but just super stronger. And so, you know, just second opinions and observation of knowing your puppies is very important. You know them, and having a great relationship with your vet is very important, and knowing their hours and, you know, being respectful of them. Don't show up, you know, if they close at 4 o'clock, don't show up at 3:59. Come on, let's be respectful. We want people to respect us. We should respect others. You know, I know it's a crazy world and a crazy time, but that doesn't mean that, you know, the manners that our parents instilled in us, hopefully, or that we learned, you know, in the workplace or whatever, need to be thrown out the window just because of, you know, COVID, because I refuse to say it the other way. And so let's all just kind of respect each other and, you know, treat our babies as we should. And if you can't afford to, then I don't think that, you know, maybe you should downsize. Maybe you should make some hard calls, you know, but these puppies did not ask for us, we asked for them, and we decided to breed them. And so in doing so, I think that, you know, I personally, again, these are my personal feelings, but I personally feel that we should do everything and anything in our capabilities. I'm not praising myself, but just as I have, and a lot of others that I know have. Kelsey, no ma'am. Sorry. To give them the best possible lifestyle, as if we were a millionaire and they were the only puppy that we own. So that's that. And let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks so much. Stay rawhide free and keep your tails wagging. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.